To the unpracticed eye, there is nothing suspicious about this room. Nevertheless, these men are, for all practical purposes, speaking directly into a microphone. As part of the decor, most motel rooms display inexpensive lithographs enclosed in a simple frame. This one, however, is used to camouflage one of the simplest devices available. Enclosed within the frame, behind the print, is a complete battery-operated microphone and transmitter. There are no wires or buttons visible. The batteries can operate continuously for more than 200 hours and are easily obtained. The advantages that this unit possesses are obvious. A new picture can simply be exchanged with one already in the room, or if time permits, the existing picture can be utilized by inserting the transmitter kit into the frame. 3/4 of an inch is the minimum thickness of frame that is required for installation. Reception is usually excellent, no matter where the voices are located in the room.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Let's go for it then.
I've forgotten everything already.
Yeah, blank, it'll just come to us naturally. Hey everybody, this is Rich from the Metal Cell podcast. I'm delighted to welcome Howard and Xtian of The Magnapinna.
How are we doing, Richie?
Hiya.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
In the flesh.
In the flesh, and I've dressed up as well. I'm probably the 6th member of the band now at this stage.
I'd be about to 9 at this stage, Richie.
Actually, yeah, there's been a
There's
few.
been so fucking many.
Yeah, could be relegated down to probably number 13 now at this stage. So we're here to talk about Party Rumours. Congratulations, I had the privilege to listen to it. It's outstanding. It's ye, but it's a better ye.
Our best selves.
Your best selves, and Jesus Christ, you've just improved on what you had already, and the songs are incredible. I had the privilege of watching you then on the Monolith show as well.
The live streams, yes.
Yeah, the live stream, and it was fantastic. I even watched there the other night, and it was. No, I don't know. It was not perfect for me. I'm sure you probably would be a bit critical of yourselves.
But you got to listen to it in, was it 1.25 speed?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, it's a different gig altogether. It's the most amazing thing you'll ever see. It's
Really?
better. It's better than what we are.
Okay, okay.
It's a completely different animal.
It's a totally different kind of thing.
And like
so if anyone's going to watch that stream, watch it. 1.25 speed.
You
I
can
think.
adjust that on
So
YouTube.
it's slow,
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
it down as slow as you can get it.
No, not as slow as you get, but it's like it goes
In
goes
between
up
it?
It goes in those increments. Like 1.25 or 1.5, whatever the next increment up is.
Yeah.
So you're speeding it up.
No, I slow it
Slowing
down.
it down.
Yeah, slowing it.
Sounds
Okay,
amazing.
That's strange. Yeah.
Like if you put a different name in it and released it.
And we might as well talk about that. How did that come about? Big shout out to Con, obviously, of Monolith as well.
Yeah, it was Con and Monolith.
Yeah.
He wanted to do, obviously the festival was cancelled with COVID and everything.
Of course, yeah.
So Con wanted to keep the ball rolling as best he could. So we got in touch with, I think it was 8 bands or something, of various styles and so on. And I was playing the repertoire on the same day as well. So
Yeah, that's
it made
right,
sense
I
to do
forgot about
the
that.
2 gigs in a row. Was fucking tough going.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. They did a great job of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very welcoming. The only fucking grief we have with it is we had to walk the gear from the top of the street down because the street was pedestrianised
nightmare.
and all the fucking roads were closed.
Even in COVID, like.
It was worth it for the material though. It was just top. It was a top job. Like
It was,
you
yeah.
know, it looks
the crowd that did it
fantastic
was,
and,
is it Crude Media? Is that it?
Crude Media and
Crude Media and Cypress Avenue, and it was sponsored by the tourism board as well. Which was
Twisted
great.
Visions. I think we're doing
Twisted Vision.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder, did they do this for this Behind the Siege as well?
No, sorry, that's Crude Media who were behind
Yeah,
this. Yes,
okay.
yeah. So it's actually the other
Twisted
Crude-
Visions,
Twisted Vision. They do a lot of stuff down in Clarglin. for the Clarglin
okay.
Fest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sound lads, and
It looked amazing, like.
it looked amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
Delighted. Yeah, it looked amazing. Yeah.
And just being on the stage that big, it's fucking great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and we were just a little bit. I don't know. We just treated it like a regular gig. Turn up and perform as if there's a crowd there and all that. But yeah, I think we're a little kind of like couch rusty and all that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I pulled answering like.
You're
Watching the sweat come on your forehead
after the second song. Like.
I just got a haircut, so I know soakage. Like it just poured down through me. Jesus Christ!
And like, I mean, you covered, I think, was it eight of the new stuff?
8 of the new stuff. Was it 8? It was actually 8 out of the 11. Because we had a short enough set.
Okay.
And some of the stuff vocally, we hadn't practiced. So we were kind of going into the gig a little bit
Really?
dry.
Jesus, you'd never know.
But we practice our individually, like, but just being in a room together, I think we might have seen each other maybe 3 times that year before the gig.
Yeah, do we have one full band jam?
One full band jam. Yeah.
Before that gig?
Before that gig.
Jesus, lads, you were tight as fuck. I thought so anyway. But
And we just listen to ourselves the whole time anyway, like, you know, so do we know the stuff inside out, like.
So anyway, so Party Rumours, congratulations, as I said.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.
What is the story behind the title?
Party Rumours. It's just how we write songs and how the ideas get thrown out, like, and I don't know. It was a, what part was the initial? Was it try and live with it, or
Try and live with it.
The refrain or whatever. I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, the title itself suggests like you're very politically conscious, okay? Or you could just talk about a local Cork firm that I won't name and their Christmas party. You could.
But that's the point of it, I suppose, is you can interpret it any way you want.
Yeah.
And it kind of runs in line with the I Kennedy song prior to that, but like it's in the party in the political sense. But it was just, I think, a party that went weird. But we immediately displaced it to LA. We just took it out. It's not a dingy party in Cork. The narrative is narratives in Encino.
Yeah.
And none of us ever been there or anything like that. Like, but like that's just projecting that idea, and then
But we had a lot of names, we had a lot of like working titles and so on. But Party Rumours just seemed to kind of
Thank God you didn't call it Gameborn Cosplay, like.
Yeah, we nearly did. But we were kind of thinking of the 50s and 60s in America with Kennedy and Lyndon Johnson and so on.
Yeah.
And Nixon and that era of politics. It's just fascinating to us looking back in history. But it's interesting when we say these terms and we say these things, people take it a different way completely.
Yeah.
They immediately remove it from what it is to something else, like a social media trend or something. So it's kind of vague in that sense, but we kind of know what it means ourselves.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of spelled out really in the kind of direction of the lyrics or the content, like. But it's I think what the idea was, like, an upbeat pop song with kind of that was another kind of surfs up or something.
It's like a call and response, and we got the girls, Martina and Marie Jordan, to come in and do the response stuff.
Yeah, that was brilliant. But I mean, you look at the album cover then, and it's totally, in my opinion, not related to the title. So talk us through the album cover, which is kind of, for those that haven't seen, it's like an angel visiting a young lady on a couch.
A stone medieval couch.
Yes. Is it an actual stone?
It's a carving, isn't it? It's
carving,
a woodblock print.
It's guy. I think I can't remember his first name. Is Miklos or Micheál Zicki?
It's beautiful. Like, it's a really
it's a lovely
striking image.
But we're fans of art history. Myself and Christian went to art college.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in our wheelhouse as to what these things mean and what they are.
Right.
So this is just somebody whispering into somebody else's ear.
So hence about a party.
The Party Rumours.
Yes. Okay, now it makes sense.
And
that's why I'd asked, man.
The piece is by a guy called Zicki, a Russian-Hungarian artist from, like, I think early 20th century, but it's called
Zicki play guitar.
Zicki play guitar. But the thing is called Chance Encounter, and then
nice.
Just what you call it, glitched it and
I mean, Christian did the vast majority of the artwork,
Okay.
And it was going a totally different direction at the beginning. We had a kind of an American-Russian type theme.
Okay.
And
that was
as time progressed, we just kind of gravitated. We were still figuring we've been sitting on these songs for 2 years.
I know, yeah.
Which is difficult to imagine.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long. So
this is kind of a last-minute change with the name of the album as well.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah.
Because initially we were going to call it Gloria.
Yeah, it was going to be Gloria, and that would really have suited that kind of artwork. But
no, I like the idea.
But the Party Rumours, the whispering,
that's
carries
actually
on.
really, really good that you explained that. And there's another great piece of work as well. The meeting on the stairs.
Yes, I love that.
That's fabulous. But that would cost you a fortune, and you'll end up in another lawsuit. So
another one.
Yeah. Let's not speak of that.
Well, that's the rumour, you see.
God damn that party.
And to get those glitches as well was we got the original image, and make sure it was copyright free and all that kind of stuff, and all that laughs. But put it through Audition, and just put random filters on it, like chorus and gain and all that, and then just guessing what.
It's like a sonic response to pushed through the artwork.
And manipulated from that point on.
Yeah.
And is that going to be on the merch side of things, that cover, or what have you decided on anything like that? Yeah,
I doubt it'll be on any merch. We do have
screen
t-shirts.
print job otherwise. Like,
yeah, I mean it's too detailed.
Course, yeah,
you know,
of course
I mean,
it is, yeah.
it's nice, but I don't think it would look very well in a t-shirt.
you can
anyway,
purchase prints
you
for
know.
€50 on my Etsy.
We've got a whole and your OnlyFans.
Only trans.
But we've got merch out. You know, it's coming out soon, and you know, it's our own original artwork. It's all tied into the album itself.
Brilliant. Cool.
We've had so many different ideas, art-wise, concept-wise, that we're trying to spread it across a few different things.
Well,
So you'll see that in the merch as we go through it.
Probably actually too much time to fucking. Did you find yourself overthinking on a lot of stuff?
Totally. Like, fuck it. I mean, we did it so. I don't know, we did it so raw, I guess. We just went in and we played it live in the room and put the vocals down afterwards. That's how we went in. We did 3 takes of each song, picked the best one, and that was it.
Yeah, class.
So we did it like that, and then we had all this time to sit down and think about what we had done and how to explain it. And we kind of thought we knew what it was up to that point, which it was, but it just developed.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we've maybe just 5 or 6 different directions it
Yeah,
could have
but like,
taken.
it was really handy to be able to sit with the material for so long.
Yeah.
Because we had no choice really. But yeah, I mean, did another run of the vocals as well.
Yeah, we did
with
extra
Pavel.
vocals on it, yeah.
Nice one. And we give a shout out to Shawnee Cads as well.
Shawnee Kaz did a fucking great job.
Yeah, sure. He's
You know,
like a crucial member now at this stage.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he's like, if you want to do something live, go with Shawnee. He just knows what it is. He's the Steve Albini of the Irish scene.
Wow. And I mean, it's unusual. I don't ever see Shawnee working with kind of bands that are of your ilk.
Yeah, I think
that I'm aware of now. Like, you know,
Shawnee
he's
won't
kind of
work
more
with anyone. He's
more extreme.
Yeah, he does a lot of the label stuff. Invictus.
Yeah.
And you know, they have an archetype type band.
Yeah.
But he's done what's that Northern Irish band again? The crazy band. Shawney's in them himself.
Oh fucking hell, yeah.
Oh my god.
Again, like, he's a fellow Corkman, so he kind of, I'd say, stuff like he'd enjoy. You know, it's a break from
it was
the
definitely
intensity.
The intensity there wasn't that much intensity when we were recording. To be fair,
Just unyielding love.
we were just so
Unyielding love. That's them.
unyielding love. Yes,
Good man.
Yes,
I knew there was an element.
All I had to do was look at Howard.
So you actually went back to do the lead vocals, or did you just go back to harmonise a bit more? Because I know the girls were involved as well. Maria and Martina Jordan, shout out to them, did a great job actually. It's another little beautiful blend to the songs.
And they were pros, so they made us up our fucking game as well. And it's because of them that we had to redo a few bits and pieces.
They were in and out in an hour or something.
Oh, bang,
So,
done, gone.
Did I get a free trip
how
to
you do
Dublin?
it.
Like, did you
No,
give him an
we did-
overnight?
we
Actually, Shawnee came out to Cork.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, it was just the week before the pandemic.
And
And we had a gig in Dublin the following weekend. So we decided to get the vocals out of the way the previous weekend.
Okay.
And, you know, things
Yeah,
unfurled the way that they did. But the girls just came in and did it and we're gone.
Yeah, they were brilliant.
And what studio did you do in Cork, or did you do it?
We did it up in the Blackpool Jam Spaces. So
Okay.
we set it up for the day as a studio.
Yeah.
You know, and we just kind of battered through it. We did everything on this album really quickly. But to be fair, we had 9 months of intense practice leading up to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we went in it was just business.
Yeah.
And get it
And
done.
as well as that, like, the fact that he did it live speaks volumes, because I mean, at that stage you were certainly on a roll, gig wise. It was building up nicely, and
It was, yeah.
so like the set list at that stage was probably all new songs. Were you kind of working through them new songs live, maybe 3 or 4 of them, or at that stage, if you can think back?
We were
How many of them were?
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, they would have been the mix. We were kind of like, which ones are going to go? Like, I mean, like, a lot of those songs are around a few years now. Like, you know, the old, you know, the standards. Like, but
Yeah.
when looking at, there was a scope of playing the full set or the full new material.
Oh yeah, I mean the last gig we played in Cork actually before the pandemic was in the place there in Blackpool, the Lido.
Oh yeah.
And we played all the album, the entire thing. And leading up to that, it was a heavy part of the set. It really was. You know,
Yeah.
we did maybe 3 or 4 from the other releases, but we were playing 2.5 hour sets.
Yeah, but like
Really?
songs
Jesus
songs
Christ.
come into sets and they stay or they go, and then,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot fall by the wayside as well. Like, there's probably definitely an incesticide there.
Oh, without doubt, Jesus.
From phone recordings alone.
So Simon Phillips mastered it. What was the story with him?
Well, we were kind of looking at different master, taking a Brad, of course, and for a long time that's the direction we were going to go. But Mike is a huge Toto fan, and Simon Phillips would have been a drummer for Toto in the 80s and 90s.
And he wasn't one of the lads you met in Galway that time?
No, that was Bobby Kimball. It's a whole different stage.
You know that one, that's on one of the Metal Cell podcasts.
But Mike said that, Simon Phillips is a guy that he admires, and he said, I'll just throw him an email and see what he thinks. So he did, and he got back pretty promptly, and he said that his house had burnt down in the California fires. So he had a few bits to kind of get back on track, but he said he'd get back to us when he had a bit of time, and he did, and he got back to us, and we sent him on the tracks and heard nothing for about 3 weeks, and then next thing, bang, there it is. And he had a little personal message with it as well, which is fantastic. Like,
go on, can you remember?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
He said that his girlfriend told him it was her favourite project that he had worked on.
Whoa!
And she's from the Outer Hebrides.
Outer Hebrides, yes. And
Jesus, that's so
of course
cool,
he includes Toto in that, like, so.
Yeah, I mean, naturally so. She likes us better than Toto. That's all I'm taking away from that, which is awesome.
But yeah, it was amazing. We're delighted. It's we're all fans of Toto and 80s music. Of
course,
Simon Phillips is a fucking legend. He's God tier, like, he's a legend. And just have a lick of that.
How old is that
amazing.
Dude? Like, is he in 60s?
64,
60s. But like, his credit list is scandalous. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, we're thrilled with it.
Yeah, it's a great mix. So we'll play the first song off it. Maybe we can talk a bit through it. This one is I Kennedy. So, how old is that song, first of all, and second of all, the title and the story behind it?
That'd be Christian's concept, in terms of what the song's about and so on. We're kind of into conspiracy theories and, again, 50s and 60s politics in America, and the JFK assassination, basically.
Nice.
And the Kennedy lineage.
Yeah, the curse of the Kennedys. But like,
yeah, true.
Fuck, when are we talking? 2018, maybe?
Oh, I'd say it's could be 4 years old, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The origin occurred when James, absorbed the use of the
down tuning?
No, and the guitar, Dave's guitar,
the Explorer.
The Explorer.
Yes, the Gibson Explorer.
James took on the Explorer.
It's what was channeled through him.
Exactly.
Holding such a magnificent piece of wood.
Absolutely, yeah. And Dave was in our. Dave was
he
in
got
the
wood, yeah.
He got wood.
He got some serious wood.
We all got wood, and he went for the bendy riff.
Yeah. So that was the origin of it. Dave, James's brother, was in a band with myself and Ed prior to that years ago. But when he had the guitar, when he had the Explorer, he was like, "I'm David, I David," and that was that was the genesis of that kind of concept. And then that's the song kind of. I think it was like the "Make Me a Kennedy" line.
Yeah, it shifted in that direction because it was initially supposed to be part of a triumvirate.
Yeah, triumvirate. Yeah, that was a little
triumvirate.
Yeah, there was a little three-track EP that we're kind of half planning on songs that we knew weren't going to fit on an album, like Sleeping, which we eventually put out on.
That's good sandwich.
Yeah, so it became I Kennedy then, and yeah, like I suppose it's been an interest and an awareness in, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm into conspiracies per se, but like I've definitely gone through it. I mean, and it's been
total flat earther, like
what's on earth? But like
It's an incredible story. First of all,
It's an incredible-
it's getting even more incredible as time goes on, especially with the likes of Joe Rogan bringing serious attention back to this magic bullet and everything.
Yeah.
But that's what happened.
And Oliver Stone
Was it
coming
the,
back to it again.
the
with this
50th
new-
anniversary
I haven't
was
seen
a
the new
couple of years
Stone.
ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I genuinely was blissfully unaware of all the JFK stuff. I'd heard a few bits on, on Bill Hicks' bit about back into the left and whatnot. But I'd never actually seen what happened. And on the 50th anniversary there, was it 13 or something?
Yeah.
I saw it for the first time as a Bruder film, and I was like, the bullet came from where? I couldn't believe it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
You just take all the conspiracy and all the talk and all the ideas away and just look at the physics and the ballistics.
Yeah.
And it's
science. You can't argue.
You can't argue science, and that's the thing that gets me. It's like it's either Oswald is purportedly above and behind, and we can clearly see the impact hitting to the left. But so that's the lie or whatever. But
exactly.
We don't know
exactly
who's behind it or whatever. I'm not interested.
It's nice that you acknowledge it on this album anyway. That it's different, and again, it's a great song. It's the Magnapinna. It's your sound. It's a great opening track as well. So the next song I'm going to play is Party Rumours.
Hey.
I met her in a club.
Hey, how are you?
Back in '82.
I really like your shirt.
We went back to the after party. It got way weirder than I expected. Try and live with it while you bring me down. Try and live with it. Party rumors spreading around. Try and live with it. Don't be running around. Try and live with it. I'm taking this to the end. We went out next day
This place is cool.
to Los Encinos.
What's your number?
I saw her ride a board.
Your place or mine?
It was fucking awesome. Yeah, try and live with it. Why you bring me down? Try and live with it. Try and live with it. Don't we want the same? Try and live with it. I'm taking this to the end.
That's such a great song, and I love that line. It's fucking awesome. Do you write something like that, or does that naturally come with playing the song?
it just comes in within the song for sure.
You got to smile when you hear that. You're just waiting for it to come.
But that's the reaction that happens is when Christian does one of these warbles, we all just stop and start laughing.
And again, knowing you so well, Howard, it's your fucking marching, fucking
march in the spot, do your workout.
guitar march there straight away with that song. Was there much work with that song?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, we wrote that song faster or in a faster time than the length of the song. The song was written in 2 minutes. Bang,
Okay.
done. The whole lot of it.
refined.
And then it just what we were trying to do is the vocals took work.
Yes, you can hear it. Yeah,
So I was just trying to get the harmonies correct, try to get the flow of what's being said correct, and try to,
who would oversee that in the band?
it just happens. It's just
Okay.
crazy. It just fucking happens.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I mean, I think obviously, because we're spread about a bit. So yourself and Ed are jamming
Pretty much all the
James,
time.
I know he's in Cork as well.
Has
but
James moved back to Cork?
Currently, yeah,
Okay, that's
Currently here,
nice for you, yeah, cool.
which is great.
So there's
Shout
like
out to James, Ed, and Mike who aren't here tonight.
Dr. Grannell.
Yeah. But yeah, go on.
But there's always space for. There's always like a hook, or someone throws out a hook, and I respond to it. Or it depends on the context. But I think the song, the idea was like, oh, what happens if you went to a party and accidentally scored your cousin or something, and it was like a weird setup or something. That was like,
it's
whatever.
semi-autobiographical.
No,
it's
it's
second, third, fourth.
And there was like kind of like highlighting the kind of inbred nature of American politics as well, and applying it to some weird party in LA where some guy ends up sleeping with his cousin.
Yeah,
And we took it out of Cork, took it out into that imagined LA space, and to the 82, just I'm born in 81. You're
81?
where so 82 has no relevance to us.
Yeah.
Back in 82, though.
It does to me, but I know.
So it's early Reagan, like, you know, so
yeah.
it's moved on from the old Kennedy theme a bit. But if we're talking about Reagan as well, a man from Ballyporeen, County Tipperary. We got a shout out to Alex, guitarist in the first EP as well.
Oh, Alex Hayes, yes.
Yeah, from Ballyporeen.
From Ballyporeen. He would have played on Sex Tape.
Yeah. So that's the Ron Reagan connection. Okay.
That's a Reagan connection. Well, what do you think about that?
You know, so we'll leave it at that. and it's a great companion to the I Kennedy as well, which is nice. You know, we've often talked about that, and with Brad as well.
Yeah,
the flow of songs,
and that's a lot of that is down to Simon.
It's aggressive pop. It's like aggressive pop.
He sent us back in that sequence.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
It just immediately, you know, we were just, this is what a Masterdom should sound like.
Well,
it just flowed nice too, and a lot of that goes down to what Brad was saying about just having that flow.
Yeah.
You know, but he identified that straight away.
Saying Party Rumours mightn't have been necessarily the second song.
Well, we sent it in order. With that in mind, you know, having done the podcast with Brad, actually put me on to that idea of making sure everything was sequenced along.
Okay.
And we had said it to Simon if he feels like changing it up at all, and he said no, sequencing is great. Here we go, bang.
Okay, cool,
done. But nailed it.
Nice. And okay, the next song we'll listen to here is Monday.
Jump into the fire. You are my desire. These games make me tired. Let's go, baby. Jump into the fire. You are my desire. These games make me tired. Let's go, baby. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. Jump into the fire. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. You are my desire. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. These games make me tired. On a Monday, on a Tuesday. Let's go, baby. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. Jump into the fire. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. You are my desire. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. These games make me tired. On a Monday, on a Tuesday. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
I just think there's a bit of Howard comes through on that with the riffage, the heavy riffage there. That song suggests to me Electric Six as well. Did you ever hear
Yeah, very
that
much
band?
so.
Yeah, I had that comparison.
Yeah,
I think
one of those songs is just, again, written so fucking quickly.
Yeah.
And we had the hook and the vocal lines figured out. And
Big shout out to the girls again.
Exactly, and we were trying to hit those notes ourselves, but just the girls have this way of just getting it.
Yeah.
And it was actually quite a difficult song to work on in terms of vocals. We had to change a lot.
Really?
For things, there's little fifths and sevenths on the guitars which just throw your ear a little bit.
we had loose lyrics in place for this for years, and
For years and
you
years,
know,
there's no
never
music for
really
it.
kind of locked it down. Like it was always like up to change. Like, and then we had to put it in place. It was like, oh shit, actually, yeah, okay.
But it was interesting. I listened to a lot of Caius, and that's exactly where that song came from.
No way.
Listening back to the old Caius records, and that, you know, when you go back to the guitar after listening to a band for a little bit,
That makes
first
sense,
thing,
yeah. Straight away,
done.
yeah.
Riff, chorus first, done.
What's the actual song about? Monday. Title Monday.
This is Ed's, I think.
This is his
This is pretty
concept. I think it's just the repetitive nature of every day is a Monday.
Okay.
And if you listen to the
It comes
song,
across
Fridays I mentioned it all in the entire song.
yeah.
we never get to Friday. You just go straight back to fucking Monday and repeat, rinse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just kind of responding to it very much was in place when I heard it for the first time, and it was just
it was pretty.
our response then.
We
was
had
like,
the concept before the song.
give me some more
Again,
time.
I think the continuity of the girls in each of those songs now, it's a nice trilogy there. So this is an interesting song, Avalanche. I definitely want to know the meaning behind that, because I was watching you again on Monolith and the rowing and stuff, so you can explain it.
Think you got it. Run the avalanche. Run the avalanche. Run the avalanche. Run the avalanche. Hey. Roll. himself up onto the deck. He lashes himself, taking deep breaths. He looks to the north, the star up above, the end of the world, the edge of the man's road. Follow your destiny. You must believe in me. Follow your destiny. You must believe in me. Heave. Roll.
I can't fucking wait to play a gig.
Again, another powerful song. You just have some really lovely elements to each song that, again, it catches the ear, but again, there's the vocal style and it pulls you along. And so tell us about the raw aspect in relation to Avalanche.
Well, for me, that song is one of those songs where everybody contributed something to it.
Okay.
It really is. You can hear the layers of who's doing what in it.
Right,
And that was, the song was written pretty quickly. But for me, with the raw and the heave stuff, it always felt like I was pulling Christian along to Jerusalem. kind of like Valhalla Rising, and getting there, and he's at the front,
stern.
and he's just like stream of conscious riffing off the top of his brain.
I love it. Yeah.
And at the end, James does a solo. It's like an inflatable goat, dancing along in the meadow.
Sounds like a goat. Yeah.
The benefit of drugs, in fairness.
Yeah, but like the opposite of the Avalanche is, I think, the Avalanche was, I think it was Ed's hook, whatever.
Hook,
so
right, the Avalanche, and we just
morphed
riffed
into that, but like there was no kind of thought about it. I just like, for some reason I went into like a boat thing. So like, the Odyssey, like he's on his Odyssey, he's like the last man left on the boat, or there was a Poe story about like the Maelstrom, descent into the Maelstrom. So that was in the mindset with the Lost or the Ancient Mariner and all that kind of crack. Like,
it wasn't nothing to do with the two lads down West Cork that won the
no, like
pull like a dog.
See, there you go, pull like a dog. I mean, that's what I was getting out of it. And I was going, that would
but like
be
I think
really cool.
Howard fed into the theme that I kind of created, and then brought in that slave ship or that that unison. Not even a slave ship, but like a unison kind of action
adventure. Taking to where you think you're going.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun doing that song.
So there was a lot of contribution. I got a rewrite toward the end, actually.
It did. Towards
it was
a
bit more wordy, and there was a lot going on. But I liked the condensed version, and the time we played it now in Cypress Avenue, that was the
brilliant version,
the first clean version of it, I think. So I was happy with that.
And you were all having fun on that track as well, because you can see that this kind of
we all have our own parts in it, and James is putting this splang thing over it.
Well, every time I hear that,
it's like hitting a gong,
I hear that solo with James, or James's solo there at the end, like it's like to transport it back to like the Crusades or something, like just like some I don't know, Arabian player, goat skin, I can read
like Pan's Labyrinth
no idea
how
to describe it. Like
okay, so the fifth track,
I'm keen anyway.
Give it a listen to here. This is Decision Time. It's another one I really like.
I don't believe it's time to decide. It's time to decide. What believe in anything? Just believe in me. I dreamt about you yesterday. Be a dream that never fades. Decide. It's time to decide. I don't believe. I don't believe. It's time to decide. It's time to decide. Yeah, right now. What believe in anything? You can just believe in me.
Yeah. Mike Patton there, shout out as well. I'm sorry, but fuck it. You do it so well. You do it to yourself. You do. Decision time. The lyrics are self-explanatory. Big contribution again from the girls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Pavel had a small writing credit on it as well.
Nice, okay.
We were up there jamming the song, basically, literally just written it. And Pavel was like, "Oh, you should go up a key and then do solo." So I said, "Oh, like this." He's like, "Oh, yeah."
So kudos.
So kudos to Pavel.
Jesus Christ, fair play to him.
That came about, I think, the same jam as Monday. I always seen these as like
Yeah, it was like a
companion
block of work.
songs,
We had 3 songs on that day. Yeah, that would have been one of them.
Okay.
Again, written very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then just
never really developed the lyrics in that one. Just kept it
never
simple.
really kept it as it was.
Yeah.
And brought the girls in for the sweet harmonies and so on.
Sweet. Goddamn harmonies. I mean, they,
Yeah, it's my favourite track with the girls on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
it's just so
It
much
is,
swell.
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it's
Again, like, who's going to fill in on the harmonies there for that live?
We're just gonna do it. And then we might, like, there's a chance we'll play with the girls at some point when we know how things are looking up.
Gig, yeah. It'd be
But,
nice. It'd be great, actually. It'd be lovely
It's
to see.
difficult to get 7 people in and get them on stage.
Of course.
we
yeah.
probably ended up playing it like a little bit faster anyway, or a good bit faster.
It's a different energy when we're playing it live for sure. It's got a bit more of a visceral approach.
You
Yeah, a
did
bit
play
more
that
venom.
on Monolith, so
Yeah, we did.
it worked
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
okay, because was it Mike was doing the
Yeah.
harmonising
And
on that.
Mike is, he's top tier when it comes to
Yeah.
his harmonies and so on. He's been singing since he was 4 years of age or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he pulls us into line quite a bit.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, so this is my favourite track of the album. At the moment, it might change, but
Gloria?
this definitely is my favourite.
Is it
track.
Gloria? Oh, yes.
You ever wonder why you're always alone? On the internet you grunt and moan. You've got a girlfriend but she's pillow foam. You're a nice guy who lives on his phone. Gameborn Cosplay. It's not the same. Gameborn Cosplay. It's not a game. Your mother thinks you're a degenerate. Look at the state of this fucking place. Your cheese puff fingers stink, and there's a jar of piss under the sink. You've got a store-bought samurai sword. Your mother cries and prays to the Lord. The girls in costumes make you stiff. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not a game. Gameborn Cosplay.
Yeah, so that's one of my favourite tracks, Gameborn Cosplay. Oh my fucking god, where are we going to go with this?
We wrote
I
it
have
in the studio.
No idea what the hell is going on, but I've tried to figure out the lyrics. But
But we actually wrote it in the studio. We had time at the end. We just went through everything so fucking quickly. The
Okay.
3 takes, and we had a genesis of the song, let's say, and we just started jamming it in there. And he said, "Fuck it, let's just do it." And that's what came out.
wow,
It was conceived prior to Gayburn's passing.
Yeah.
And can't stress enough how much
That-
huge fans of
We're big
Gameborn
fans. Roll
we
it
are.
there, Roisin.
Absolutely.
We're big fans. This
Okie
is
dokie.
not a slight on Gameborn.
no,
whatsoever.
no.
National treasure.
National treasure, yeah.
But yeah, we stuck with it in the end. But
Yeah, we had a few name changes on it, but yeah, Gameborn Cosplay was what stuck.
And of course, for the listener who wouldn't pick up that it was Burn, gay Burn Cosplay. I mean, this needs to be explained in relation to.
wow.
How did the lyrics come about, or what are they relevant in relation to Gameborn and the cosplay?
I suppose hearing it out of context of knowing Gameborn could offer up some.
Wangle your way out of this one, Christian.
Come on, son.
Well,
But just for anybody listening, Gameborn is a
National
national
treasure.
TV broadcaster from
TV
Ireland in the
host, yes, Gameborn.
60s, 70s, and 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
And,
groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking
the
for his
longest
time.
running talk show hosts or talk show hosts.
History, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And Gameborn Cosplay was a sort of a tribute. And again, Richie, we name the songs these things, and people will take it whatever
Yeah.
way they want to take
Yeah.
it. But you know, we're big fans of Gameborn.
The whole notion of cosplay, though,
It was
like,
just
you
like
know,
him being at a rave or something.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's like,
Okay.
imagine
This is
imagine
why I'm
dressing up
asking
as
now.
Gameborn and going to a rave or
So
something.
Gameborn would be like your favourite uncle. He'd be grey
Exactly.
haired.
It'd be like now if you put on your Gameborn, rubber mask type thing, and you went to a rave and you met Gameborn at the rave,
Yeah.
and the two of you were like, holy shit, and you have this sort of weird interdimensional dance off.
for listeners,
He give you
maybe
a lecture, though.
Yeah, like kind of for listeners that wouldn't have an idea again about Gameborn, just picture Steve Martin, who hasn't changed their age in like 20 years, and suddenly he gets old, and but that's the kind of concept of Gameborn. To a degree for those that are listening outside of
course,
Ireland.
is it quite an Irish-centric kind of
It is.
reference, I suppose?
And Burn is a surname. It's not the verb.
BYRN.
Exactly.
Is this a gay burn?
Yeah, so
And now
again,
it's
So yeah,
cosplay.
it's
some people are going to take a ball and run in a
Crikey.
different direction, but that's where we're coming from.
So that's basically.
all they have to do is like a quick.
If we keep talking about it, it'll make it less awkward.
I'll do a little bit of research and they say it's
Okay.
fine. We're not assholes.
Okay, yeah,
Completely.
far from it. Moving swiftly on. This is the next track, "Creep."
Excuse me. Hitch a ride on a Peterbilt and I pulled myself out of the swamp. I got myself a leisure suit and I'm back in the city's on. Don't you follow me? Don't you look at me? To turn away from me. Hey, you, hey!
Okay, so that track was "Creep." Brilliant track. Again, really creatively done vocally wise. And over to you, Christian. Can you explain this to us?
I'm just trying to think of how it came about, but I think there was an idea in there. I suppose it's coming off a lot of inspirations, like from a narrative perspective, like and it's just about, I think, base level. It's about some guy, a scumbag asshole who has big ideas and goes to the city and it's gonna make him do horrible things and gets found out immediately.
Okay.
And I think he's thrown by the wayside and all that, and that's his comeuppance and all that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
So, like a lot of pattern kind of stuff, like that kind of narrative idea in the lyrics. Jesus Lizard would do it a lot. Just create little characters.
Jesus,
It's like a little movie scene,
Yeah, exactly. It's like a little vignette.
It's short.
And I think for me, it always kind of seemed like a kind of a distant relative to Party Rumours because it's again based in America.
Yes.
Like
for
this
some
guy
reason.
could have been at that party. And was,
Okay.
Yeah, and it could be 20
it's the
years
kind
down
of
the line.
underbelly of America, where you've just
Yeah.
got some horrible stories.
It's kind of placed in that kind of timeless kind of like anywhere between 1980 and 1999 or something. And it's like,
Pre-technology.
Pre-tech.
Musically wise, Howard.
Well, a lot of that is down to Mike. We were I think it was James was playing around with a few different descending chords and so on, and Mike had this little bass thump underneath,
Yes.
which was just, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And he did the breathing exercises over the over the end, this kind of I don't know,
there's a
cathartic kind of thing.
There's a groove and there's a menace to it as well.
There
like,
is, yeah.
There is, and as you hear underneath, I'm doing my part alone kind of turmoil thing while Christian is up on top there doing his monologue. But it's a fun. It's in the girls are on it too. Yeah,
they add an extra layer there to that kind of defiance of the character.
Exactly.
But like I think it's the band's position, or not the band's position, but like the vocal position in response to the dialogue is kind of like get the fuck away, get the fuck off. Watch out for this type. Kind of thing.
Yeah. That actually comes up again on the next track as well, and it's very relevant in relation to the girl that was murdered as well. Like it seems that through three songs in there: Party Rumours, Creeping, the next song as well. A lot of the characters are actually, I suppose, and I like the way the girls are there in the background, you know, saying no, it's unacceptable.
This is it. They're the sort of defiant wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against ignorance and stupidity.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a case of fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Life
this
is
a
so
lot-
fucking hard for people, and we have to recognise that, because what happened here in Ireland last week is just
Yeah.
disgustingly horrible.
It is. Yeah.
It's impossible to even talk about it in any constructive way. It really is.
And these songs have been knocking around a few years, like, but it's like it's a kind of I suppose they're like the characters are like negative male types or whatever, like, and I don't know, it's just like getting rebuffed then by the chorus, by the
Being put in her fucking place, basically.
basically, yeah,
You know.
you know.
Yeah.
I
you know, and I think it's a very valid point as well, that having the way you set it up vocally, the girls are really a powerful part to play in each song
Absolutely.
in relation to
And it was
those
difficult
lyrics
not
as
to
well.
overdo that too, because, you know, we're conscious
Yeah.
of just peppering in it for the sake of it. I mean, this was really, you know, a huge contribution to what we did. But
Yeah.
it was. We just felt we weren't going to overdo this. This needed to be right,
Yeah.
and not just for the sake of it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so NFR is next.
I love your body and I like your style. Hold my hand, walk the miracle mile. I love your mind and I like your choices. Give me what I want for one day. Well, isn't it a pity? Well, ain't that sad? I thought you super like me. Well, that's too bad. I love your body and I like your style. I love your mind, baby, let me your voice. The way you objectify is a porridge. Give me what I want for one day.
Yeah, brilliant. I was surprised to see you, Howard, singing that section.
Yep, that's me, Richie.
You
I've
know.
got my soft side.
Yes, very much so. So negativity response, what's the F for?
Was it a non-fungible?
Non-fungible response.
Okay.
So it's like totally open to interpretation. It's whatever way you want to look at it yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those songs where someone's going to take something from it, and I think everybody who does is probably incorrect. It's just futility. It's a nonsense void of kind of meaning. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of, you just say things and see what happens.
Yeah.
And you have no meaning behind it. So non-fungible responses is kind of like a non-fungible token.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you buy this one-off thing and you kind of go, you know. So as people listen to it, they have this one-off thought, and
Yeah.
you know,
It's not monetized. You can't get a refund.
yeah.
The music is brilliant.
It's very tight, and I love
it's
the
driving.
That's
like
one of
a
my
great
favorites. It's
groove.
one of my favorites on the album for sure. It was done basically having a bit of crack, bending up the zero.
Yeah, love playing it live. Love playing it live.
It is a great song live, yeah.
And I think it flips the narrative of negativity as well. Like, you
Yeah.
know, again, the girls in that no, you
Yeah.
know, that
Yeah,
response.
exactly.
Again, reaffirming that kind of.
You've got this sort of monochromatic kind of a sigh in the middle of it, in the bit of a bridge. And fuck it, it's one of my favourite bits on the album.
Again, you're doing your marching dance to that as well. You can't help but
You got to
not
dance, you got to shake that ass, Richie.
I think, you know, like even looking at this album as a whole, I can't wait to see it live. I mean, okay, you did it Monolith, and people, please watch that because it's a fantastic live representation of the songs. But I'm imagining ye on a stage somewhere, and I want to be that guy that's actually gonna just and it's going to be so hard not to dance, but I'm going to be that guy that just moves over to the side by the fireplace and just watch people do these contortions to your music, and that's what I'm really, really looking forward to it, because it will inspire some crazy dancing.
That's the plan.
You know, and in fairness,
get your GoPro.
Yeah, in fairness, right through this album, it will inspire these fucking mad ape-like, fucking gangling, electric shock kind of stuttering dances.
Make like an ape man.
You know, so that's another aspect that I'm really looking forward to. Track 9, Gloria, really, really interesting track here. There's a lot going on with it, so we'll give it a listen.
Waiting for a veil. Safe. Change the frequency. It's an anomaly. 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 Change the frequency. It's an anomaly.
Brilliant. A lot of fun was had there as well.
Oh man, so much fun to play
Jesus. I mean, straight away Mike's bass line as well comes to the front at that. And how did you figure out the girls' part again in this? And each song, of course, I have to just take a minute out of each section of each song. So this section was really important to me, and I thought it was so well cut, produced. So maybe just explain that section of it first.
Yeah, it's like the chorus of Angels. We were kind of struggling with those vocals because they are very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And I had them in the lower register with a bit of growl and so on. But we needed someone to be able to sing that. And Mike could sing it, but we wanted a chorus of Angels type thing. So we had the melody. We knew what the melody was supposed to be, but we just couldn't execute it.
Yeah.
So we got the girls in to do it, and by God, they did a good job.
Yeah.
By Christ.
But it's a kind of a conversation someone might have had with a deity, let's say, so, and they got back to them that one time, let's say.
Okay.
So then they think, fuck it, this is real religion, God, amazing.
Yeah.
But towards the end, it's like change of frequency, it's an anomaly.
Yeah.
So you got
Prayers
that
are unanswered.
exactly.
Unanswered.
Just fucking, there's no answer coming. You just had that one anomaly, one time off thing, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
It was just luck.
Was it hard to construct that song?
No, there was a few bits of it that were difficult. It's difficult to play. I would say that, especially playing it live with the triplets for that long is fucking quite tough. But we did nail it by the third take we were on it.
It's very much an Ed intro as well.
Ed drum pattern. Mike was doing a bass and
with the
drum
box
bass
as well.
thing.
So it's kind of filling in around that space as well, which is great. Which just gave rise to the kind of dialogue in there, but
yeah. But again, it just develops from Mike came in, he was doing do 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 do, just playing that scale
intro,
riff, and Ed was on it, and then he was like, we should do triplets. Like, okay.
Okay,
it was it was very formed in a way. Actually, I remember it was very formed when I came into it, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is this? Like, wow, amazing. Yeah.
Again, but like, I know because you're so close to it, it's just who decided to put the harmony in it in relation to, because it is religiously themed, and it certainly is portrayed that way through the vocals.
I think we had that kind of idea knocking around for a long time, as you were saying earlier. Like, but yeah, when the girls were able just to execute,
it was basically them, putting our idea
we didn't
to
know
life.
until
I guess
they were there and did it. Like,
we didn't know it would work. To be quite honest, we had a few different versions of it, but it wasn't really working. But when the girls came in and did it, immediately we're keeping that. But I think we would have probably gone a different direction if it wasn't for the girls in it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's such a fucking song.
It's
it's one of those, let the guitar
ambitious
hang low.
vocally, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, and as I said, it just the way it ends is near genius. Okay, track 10, Widowmaker.
Yes, bye.
I think this is the one that reminds me of Pantera.
At least you got me. Down, pressure, pressure. Down, pressure, pressure. Down, pressure, pressure. We're going pressure, pressure. Down, pressure, pressure. Down, pressure, pressure.
That is mental.
Terrific.
Like, I was shocked. The only reason I knew it was Ed was because I fucking watched the Monolith
Yes.
stream. Because I actually thought for some reason it was Howard, but so this is Ed stepping to the front, auditioning for a death metal band. Really,
That's Ed's just inner turmoil worming his way up through his gut and out through his gob.
yeah.
It started as a conversation about the Kursk disaster. I think I don't know, 2001 or 2 anyway, or something. And
Was that the name of the film? Was it Widowmaker? No.
No, what was it called? Kursk?
Yeah, there's some reference to Widowmaker.
Maybe because Ed came up with the title anyway. So
okay.
Something to do with submarines and
I don't know what the
I suppose like if they all died in the course, there was a lot of widows.
Well, sure.
There you go.
A Widowmaker, a submarine. I suppose
Okay.
you
I think
probably call
04
them
is a reference to the year. Right?
No, it's not.
No,
It's there's no. It doesn't seem to be any
another one of those.
correlation to any kind of reality there, but it works.
Yeah, I mean it was Ed's ball on this one. He just kind of took it and ran with it.
So basically, it's like imagining dying in a submarine. Basically, is what the song's about.
Down,
Yeah.
pressure.
And the thing
like
is,
this-
the Kursk went down in shallow water, so there wouldn't actually be that much pressure involved. So
Yeah,
that's it.
I think there was a scramble to get to it.
There was they were like I think fire got them in the end or something. Oh jeez, bleak.
Yeah, it is bleak.
Yeah.
But like when, say, a member of the Magnapinna comes out with a song like that, I mean,
Everything is
how hard is it to sell it to the other lads? I mean,
Not hard at all.
Not
No.
hard for you anyway, Howard,
Howard-
obviously. But I mean, Christian, like,
I think no. I think it's such a open environment between musicians and myself. That every idea is entertained.
Yes.
And there's no like, oh, let's focus stupid, or I'm not getting time for my solo, or
exactly.
oh man, I can't believe there's none of that ever.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic, and I can like input like an idea for musical direction, like shorten or something, and they might laugh at me or say, oh yeah, that actually works.
Yeah.
But like everything is entertained. Every idea can be developed. It works or it doesn't.
and we know pretty quickly if it's going to work or not. But with Widowmaker, it was just getting as heavy a sound in as possible.
yeah, I mean, again, it defines a genre there for you. I mean, like, I always think of somebody that comes across this album and he hears Widowmaker first and just goes
They're in for a surprise.
head scratch there for a second there. Where's the rest of this band going with the other songs,
Yeah, I mean,
that's always kind of what we've been anyway. We're kind of always kind of falling between two stools. Like we have.
It always works. Yes, you're right.
We have the chops to match it with the heavy stuff. But
Yeah.
we're too light then on the offset, and then with the lighter crowd we're too heavy. So.
every gig we play, we're somewhere where we shouldn't be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we're happy to be there. We're
Exactly.
we're going to stay here and play our
We get
songs.
people dancing. That's the idea. That's the
But
aim.
Yeah,
love that song.
It is
brutal.
It is brutal, yeah. And big shout out to Ed for that.
It's all
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed, for acknowledging other fans that that have their feet on both sides. The last track, Doxing, I think I mistakenly said that was the Pantera one.
Oh,
riff
yeah,
on
yeah,
Widowmaker,
actually, no.
but this is it. I'm nearly sure, is it?
Yeah, but imagine this is the Pantera one.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's modern revenge from the past. Install the empire and watch it collapse. You can rise above. You can come with us. Ride the bomb. This is the end. Come here. Climb aboard! It's euphoric! Rage across the
Yeah, well, that's definitely another one of my favourites for all the obvious reasons. Pray tell, come on.
I don't know. There was always like a coda to Widowmaker anyway. It was just like the
it's
continuation.
Kind of, you know, when you're jamming a song and then you have a bit of space at the end there where you're just all sitting down and or letting things ring out.
Yeah.
I just in the context of like dying in a submarine, there's a Magnapinna rescue boat, you know,
It's like, come
there
on.
on the surface, and you know you can get up there, you know,
Love it.
It's like dangling the carrot beneath the
yeah,
ocean.
you know, just like
And what's the title? Doxing, is that an actual English word?
yeah, it's like when you I think it's a bit out of time now, but it was definitely like something. Oh God, it'd be.
Was it like stealing someone's social media
It's like
identity or something?
it's like I think stealing people's personal information and then like social bombing or bombing it on social media or thing like exposing. Like,
Okay.
you know, if you were doxed, you're fucked kind of way.
Wow, never knew that.
yeah. It's
It's kind of the last call song.
I
You
think
know?
it's-
It's kind of like it's gone down, you know.
prevalent before GDPR and you know all that kind of stuff in the last 5 or 6 years kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't get doxed that much now. But
Did
like,
you have to educate any other members of the band like you're educating me on the term doxing? That's definitely, they didn't.
I didn't have a fucking clue. I thought it was a sex act or something. No idea.
That's docking.
Then I found out,
docking.
and this is it. Then I found out what docking was, and fucking can never unsee that. Like,
Maybe I can fit it here.
Oh Jesus, I'm so glad you didn't name it dogging. Oh my god. Fucking hell. So lads, explain. There's no need. We just talk about the music. So you would it be wrong in saying you can see some of your favourite music coming through on that song, as in riff wise, Howard?
it's one of those ones that just happened so quickly. Again,
Result of another jam.
we were just let the end of Widowmaker was just ringing out in the jam room, and just I think James just did a silly bendy riff for the crack, and Ed did the little thumbs. And you
Sat
know,
around for a while after.
myself and James were trying to think of what it would be like to be on top of a mountain playing a riff. You know, what would you play to the clouds and the stars? You know,
Yeah.
Album outro track as well.
album outro track.
Yeah,
You know,
but it's
if you
been
like
a-
this, you know,
It's
come
been at the end of a
aboard.
lot of our gigs as well. It's you know when we're
a
we're
great
done.
closer, yeah.
We just hit into that a little bit, but I can see the Pantera reference as you say it.
Who was ever
But that's not where it came from.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know.
whoever was responsible for lighting at the Monolith gig.
Oh yes.
Fucking nailed
yeah.
it.
What are they called again? Twisted
Visions.
Twisted Vision. They brought the lights down on that.
Wow.
Thump. But he had seen us in Killargan before, so he knew what was coming.
He knew what was coming. Yeah. So it is. It's a great closer to the album, and again, it's an acknowledgement of the different genres that you inhabit as a band, between alternative metal, alternative rock, and fucking ABBA. You know. So I mean, that brings it to the close. I mean, like you've lived with it for two and a half years. How do you feel about hearing the songs now? Are you happy with the whole?
Well, we
The
only
whole
got the
thing,
master.
like, you're going launching it on February the 14th, which is outstanding.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah, Valentine's
so
Day.
a perfect Valentine's Day gift for your significant other.
Yeah.
So it'll be on streaming services on Valentine's Day with a video for iKennedy. And
Oh,
the
class.
CDs
Okay.
will be first available the 25th of February in
Okay.
Dolan's in Limerick. We're playing in the Casbah Bar.
Nice.
With We Come in Pieces and a new band called Glory Hunter, I think it is.
Exactly.
And we're looking forward to that. So you'll be able to get
Can't wait.
the merch at that from that show on. It'll be online from that weekend.
Okay. I just want to wonder as well, you know, with the Magnapinna and party rumours and stuff as well, you know, is there any truth in the rumour that ye are going to appear in the second series of Squid Game? Can you confirm or deny?
Cannot deny.
Cannot deny.
Believe the rumour run for a bit?
Oh, look, we love a good rumor, you know.
Like what
but
song?
who's to say
what
we
song
weren't
would
already
you-
involved in it?
What song would you pick to open the second series of Squid Games? If you
Oh,
know
NFR, without a doubt.
NFR?
them? NFR, yeah.
NFR without a doubt, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Straight into it, start killing people immediately.
Dun, 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 dun.
So just in relation to the Magnapinna and the Squid Games, I've gonna just put you under a bit of pressure here. I know that you love quizzes, Howard.
I love 'em.
especially since you get everything fucking wrong. But this is just a simple true or false round, okay? Between yourself and
50-50,
Christian,
I like it.
and
Right.
we'll
Money
see
down.
who's the most
What's money?
most intelligent out of the in relation
Quantifier.
in relation
man.
to the animal kingdom and insect kingdom.
you're
So I won't.
Oh,
You know your
I won't
animals.
fuck
know
you
your
up too
insects.
much. Okay, so Kristen, the first one's you. So true or false, right? Are you ready?
Yes.
Seahorses have stomachs for the absorption of nutrients from food.
False.
True or false?
False.
Correct. Seahorses don't have stomachs, just intestines.
Yum yum.
Howard, over to you.
Fuck.
Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. True or false?
Jesus Christ, it has to be false, surely.
Fuck's sake. True.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
Goddamn camels.
You have the
knew-
nictating membrane as well for the sand.
Does that count as one of the eyelids though? Or is that its
Don't
own
know.
thing?
Okay.
Might be a trick question.
Could be.
Too late now.
Christian, over to you. Nearly 3% of the ice in Antarctic glaciers is penguin urine. True or false?
False.
Wrong. True.
Fuck.
I mean,
Come on, Howard. You have a
Quack.
chance now, man. You have a chance to get back in
that
the
was
game.
very
right?
specific, but also, man, that's a lot of
Right,
urine.
Howard, you ready?
That's a lot
That's
of
a lot
piss.
of urine. That's a lot of piss. No wonder the fucking oceans are warming.
Penguin?
Apes can't laugh. True or false?
False. False.
Yes. Correct.
Level of pegging.
All apes can laugh when they're tickled.
I've seen plenty of apes laugh over the years.
Okay, so it's coming down to the last question, lads.
Right, this is a quick quiz.
Okay, Christian.
Yo,
A group of jellyfish is not a herd or a school or a flock. It's called a smack. True or false?
smack of jellyfish. I got to smack a jellyfish off you one day. Yeah. Yes, true, yeah.
Yes, correct. Spot on.
Said with such confidence, not even a fucking clue.
It's all down to this one. Howard,
Finally get to beat me or something.
ready?
Let's do it.
Bats always turn right when leaving a cave. True or false?
False.
Yes! Yeah, we've got a tiebreaker!
We're
that's
as
a good-
intelligent as each other.
Okay.
When it comes to the animal and insect kingdom.
Right.
There's very little insects in that.
Penalty
Okay,
shootout now, or what story?
Christian, over to you, right, for the tiebreaker. Slugs have 6 noses. True or false?
Snoses.
I would say false. They have no noses.
Correct. False. They have 4 noses.
I was pretty confident on the
my God.
deal there anyway. But
Okay, Howard.
sudden death, no pressure.
Sudden death. The heart of a shrimp is located in its head. True or false?
True.
Yes, spot on.
My father's a fisherman, I know my fucking fish.
We'll be shrimping off the answers. Oh,
Okay,
sure,
okay, back to Christian. Jesus Christ, good job. I did a few. Okay. Sea otters have favourite rocks that they can use to crack open their food. True or false?
I believe they do.
They do.
True,
They're
correct,
fucking-
yeah. They store
they're
these rocks in
sweethearts.
baggy pockets of loose skin
God,
under
it
their
is.
arm.
I love them.
Okay.
I love 'em.
Back. The pressure's back to you, Howard.
Pressure is amazing.
What's pressure?
Here we go. Horses never lift all 4 feet off the ground at once. True or false?
False.
Yes. Oh my god, this is serious, lads. Okay. Okay. Christian. Camels store water in their humps. True or false?
False.
Yes, correct.
Fat.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
man.
Here we go, Howard. This could be the one you could fall down on. Right. Scallops don't have good vision. True or false?
Scallops have no vision.
True or false?
So what was the question? It's a double negative here now, isn't it?
Scallops don't have good vision. Is it true they don't have good vision, or is it false that they do?
It's false because they don't see it all.
What are you on about?
The hint was in the question.
So scallops don't have good vision. Is it true that they don't have good
That
vision?
would establish
or
that they
is
have.
it false that they do have good vision?
Jesus Christ.
It would also
Think about
establish.
the
It would
question
also
now.
establish that they have vision.
So they do have vision.
They do have vision, but is it scallops don't have? Is that true, or is it false?
Oh man, those are little rubbery things, aren't they? Oh god damn it.
I thought you knew your bivalves.
They don't have good vision. It's true.
What?
True.
Christian, congratulations.
Oh, thank God.
Scallops have as many as 100 eyes and are frequently blue. The eyes.
They're like
There you go.
they'll go around the edge of the shell.
God damn it.
So
That's
congratulations, Christian.
What do I win?
never always don't be unsafe.
You win another beer, my friend. Another
Hooray!
beer.
My favourite. How did you know?
So that's it, lads. I mean, thanks a million for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us, Richie.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, the album is absolutely brilliant. It's definitely going to be in and amongst the top 10, in my opinion, of releases of this year. Anyway, in my opinion, for the Magnapinna, and it's called Party Rumours. It is out on February the 14th. Yeah, Valentine's Day. And please come to Limerick, check the lads out. There will be more dates announced now that the restrictions are lifted, thank God. And thanks again to Howard and Christian, and a big shout out to Ed, Mike and James as well.
Yes.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, you've been listening
Thank
to
you,
Metal
Richie.
Cell Podcast, support your local metal scene.
Woo!
Yeah, that's it, lads.
Yeah.
After lunch, you will have an opportunity to try each of the devices which you saw in the film. We'll take each of them in turn, learn what makes them work, and then practice the different installations. It is now 12 o'clock. Class is dismissed until 1.
No, this is no ordinary college. The curriculum offers conventional courses in American history, geography and chemistry, plus some in photographic techniques, electronics, encrypting and decoding, and lab courses in the use of explosives. The students you see here had to pass some of the most difficult entrance exams in the world. They are a special group. They have to be. The rest of the town's population is just as special. The entire town is a duplicate of what you would find all over the United States. It has modern stores, familiar brand names. The menus offer nothing but standard American dishes. The theater shows the latest Hollywood productions. But it's completely isolated from other population centers. And entirely surrounded by barbed wire and armed guards. Winitsa and is located in the central Ukraine, one of the southern Soviet Socialist republics. The entire town is a huge school designed to train Soviet youth how to live, think, and react like their American counterparts. They drive American cars and obey American traffic regulations. They follow the latest news of America, from sports to Hollywood scandals. Their English is not only flawless, but they specialize in dialects and accents. All of the inhabitants in town are instructors. They coach the students how to conduct themselves. They're even taught how to buy like an American. The only genuine feature about Winitsa is the fence that surrounds it. Winitsa, School for Spies, Small Town, USSR.